Hi angels, welcome back to another resin video. So in this video we're going to be making another resin bag clutch. So these vinyl sheets right here I got from Etsy's. I will leave the seller down in the description box. And obviously I've used this mold a ton of times. So the mold is from Amazon and it's come with the frame to obviously put the bag together and these cute little accessories with it. So that's it. I had to order a new mold because the other one, I've used it so much that is completely worn out. And something that I made got stuck in there, so I had to order a new one. But let's get straight into the video. So I already mixed up my resin off camera. So now I'm adding in there some white, some glitter, and then I'm going to add in there some chunky, what do you call these? Oh, chunky confetti, or just confettis. So I think the confettis probably got it from Joann's or Michael's. I'm not sure. I've had these for a while. I think it was Michael's. But you can probably find them on Amazon if I'm not wrong. So I let it sit for a little bit. And then let the bubbles rise. And then I just use my lighter to get rid of the bubbles. Now I can start pouring down the first layer. Then I'm just going to let it dry overnight for 24 hours. And that's that. So I'm just using my lighters to get rid of the bubbles real quick. So it is in the morning. I'm cutting out my foil sheets. By the way, this is where I messed up. I didn't wait 24 hours. I was like, okay, let me just stick this down and let it all just dry together. Because I was just so impatient. I don't know why. I could have just waited the full 24 hours to just let it dry. But I did not. I don't know what was going on in my head. But I put down the foil sheets while the resin underneath was still, obviously, it wasn't cured or anything like that. And then, obviously, there's a ton of bubbles underneath it because I just placed something else on top. So then I was like, okay, let me just take it off, use my lighter to get rid of the bubbles, and then put it back on there. No, there was still bubbles, and the bubbles still dry with everything, and I could not get the bubbles out. I could not push it all the way down into the resin because then it would have covered the foil sheets completely. So I just messed it up. I messed it up completely. And you're going to see that when it's fully cured and everything, and I put the bag together, you can see the bubbles underneath it. So So this is when it's actually dry. The 24 hours is up. It's actually cured and everything like that. So I ordered some stickers from Amazon. I thought that they were supposed to be smaller than these, but it is what it is. It was just laying around because it wasn't really what I wanted to order. So I was like, okay, let me just put this on here. Purr. And I was like, okay, because I thought I didn't have another R, but I add on there another R. This just went left, and it just kept on going left. It's not really what I wanted. I just kept on making so much mistakes on this. Ugh, it's just so terrible. I tried to remove the sticker, but clearly, bad idea. So then I got a new one. Put it back on top of that. Oh God, this is just terrible. And then I got a great idea because I found another R. And then I just put another R on top of the dot that I just covered. I'm just showing you guys how it looks after 24 hours. You can clearly see that the bubbles is on there. And trust me, there's more than one bubbles. And it's very visible. Like it just ruined it completely. So and this is where I find the other R. Let's pop it on there. Why am I trying to lift it back up when I already know that I ruined it? Ugh, such an idiot. But the letter was going off the edge, so I just used my scissors to just cut it off a little bit. And just space it down. It's just stickers. So obviously it's stickers, and I can't just leave it like that because it can just peel off and everything like that. So I mixed up some more resin put a little bit of some glitter in there. Then I'm going to pour this final layer on top. And that's going to be it. I don't know why I'm pouring more resin on top of it. Like, you're just going to over pour it. There's resin. Ugh. Don't know what I'm thinking. But at least I placed down some plastic so that the resin doesn't get all over the place. Do the exact same thing for this one as well. There'll be like a good time to stop pouring down resin. But guess what? I did not. I just kept on pouring and pouring and pouring. Like if I was making a brand new bag. I mean, this side looked good. So yeah. This one, actually, I'm going to let it dry for 24 hours. I'm just using my lighter to get rid of the bubbles. Trust me, there was a ton of bubbles that was coming up underneath the stickers. Okay, it's been about more than 24 hours for the final layer to dry. So this is the wire frame. I think that's what it's called. Or the frame for the bag. Got it from Amazon. Got a little bit of my E6000 glue left. I ordered some more spray. It's gonna take a few days to get here. Like in the camera from afar, I do like if it's the same color, but this is like a rose gold, and this is obviously gold. I don't know what I was thinking last night when I was doing this. Honestly, I was working on too much projects. I was doing too many things at the same time, so that's why I definitely messed up on this. And the resin completely ran over on both of these. Oh my goodness, I'm not gonna get this off all the way around. Oh, sheesh, what was I thinking? Okay, got it. Definitely I need to fix up the edge of these. So delay a little bit. So what I've learned is not to put down the vinyl while the first layer is still drying, because you can see there's bubbles all around there. I try to get rid of it, but now it just ruined the bag completely. And all of this extra resin I need to get rid of. The bag looks good. I definitely messed up on it. Same thing as this one as well. Definitely. Ow. And this final spot right here. Then I can dig up. Oops. Got it. Perfect. Oh, Jesus. Oh, this is still bendy. You need to definitely not be messing with it until it's dry properly. Yeah, this part is definitely bendy. But this one looks pretty good. This turned out absolutely perfect. A little bit of stickers from the letter ran off on this part, but get rid of it. So it looks in the mold, perfect condition as always. I can start assembling this bad boy together. Sorry about the noise outside. Guess you're fixing something, I don't know. Okay, this part on. So cute. This is going to be the front of the bag. Press down a little bit. The side and the back. It looks pretty good. Everything about this bag is definitely screaming adorable. Okay. So I had to order some more E6000 glue, and I'm just going to be putting it on the frame of the bag and then just put the bag together. With the glue, you have to let it dry for 24 hours. So that's what I'm going to do, and that's basically it. I know some people use UV resin, but I prefer my E6000 glue. It has yet to fail me, so why try to fix perfection? And this is how the bag turned out. I mean, it is pretty cute, but for me, the bubbles completely ruin it because you can definitely see it. I was going to add some white fabric on there, but after I cut out the fabric, then the fabric got stained and I could not get the stain out. But if I had a fabric underneath it, you could have definitely, you would have definitely not be able to see the bubbles or anything like that. No, the bubbles are still visible, but I feel like it would have made it better if you had a fabric inside of the bag. But it still looks good. You can either wear it without the straps, with the straps, however you feel like it. But this is how the bag turned out. It turned out pretty cute. I'm happy that... Also, I am so happy that Etsy's are now having more black women on these foil sheets, because before you weren't able to find any. Now you have black women as mermaids, fairies, vampires. Like, you have way more option now, and before you cannot find a single black woman. So that is pretty cool, and I'm excited to create more stuff.